$5,000. That's what hits your account each month. And then rent, groceries, that subscription you forgot about, dinner with friends. By the end of the month, gone. Every single time. But what if three numbers could change everything? This is the 50-30-20 rule. It's the simplest budgeting system ever created. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how it works, with real numbers for your actual salary. The rule was created by Senator Elizabeth Warren and her daughter in their book, All You're Worth. The idea is beautifully simple. You take your after-tax income, that's your take-home pay, not your salary, and split it into three buckets. 50% goes to needs, 30% to wants, 20% to savings. That's it. No spreadsheets, no tracking every coffee, just three numbers. Let me break down exactly what goes in each bucket. The 50%. Your needs. These are expenses you absolutely cannot avoid. The things you need to survive and function. First and biggest, housing. Your rent or mortgage payment. Ideally, this should be somewhere between 25 and 30% of your income, fitting comfortably within that 50% needs bucket. Next, utilities. Electricity, water, gas, internet. Yes, internet counts as a need in 2026. Groceries, not dining out. We'll get to that. But actual food you prepare at home. Transportation. Your car payment, insurance, gas, or public transit pass. Whatever gets you to work. Insurance and healthcare. Health insurance premiums, car insurance, any regular medical expenses, and finally, minimum debt payments. If you have student loans or credit card debt, the minimum payment is a need. Anything extra goes in a different bucket. These are your non-negotiables, the bills that keep a roof over your head and food on your table. Everything else? That's where it gets more interesting. The 30%, your wants. And here's the thing most budgets get wrong. This is guilt-free money. This is dinner with friends. Your Netflix subscription. That jacket you've been eyeing. Weekend trips, hobbies, coffee shops, life. A lot of people think budgeting means cutting all joy from your life. The 50-30-20 rule says the opposite. It builds in 30% specifically for enjoyment. The key distinction: a need is something you'd suffer without. A want is something that makes life better but isn't essential for survival. Groceries are a need. Restaurants are a want. Basic phone plan, need. Unlimited data, want. You get the idea. 30%, spend it, enjoy it. It's literally budgeted for happiness. The 20%. This is where your future gets built. Priority 1, your emergency fund. Before anything else, you want 3 to 6 months of expenses saved. This is your safety net. Once that's solid, priority 2, retirement. Your 401k, IRA, or investment accounts. Thanks to compound interest, starting early here is massive. Priority 3, extra debt payments. Remember, minimums go in needs. But if you want to pay off student loans or credit cards faster, that extra money comes from this bucket. Think of this 20% as paying your future self. Every dollar here is a dollar working for you tomorrow. All right, let's make this real. Here's exactly what 50-30-20 looks like at different income levels. At $40,000 a year, your monthly take-home is around $3,300, $1,650 for needs, $1,000 for wants, $650 for savings. At this income, that needs bucket is tight, especially in expensive cities. At $60,000, you're taking home about $5,000 monthly, $2,500 for needs, $1,500 for wants, $1,000 straight to savings. Now we're getting somewhere. $80,000 means roughly $6,600 take home, $3,333 for needs, $2,000 for wants, over $1,300 building your future every single month, and at $100,000, $8,300 monthly, $4,167 for needs, $2,500 guilt-free, and over $1,600 going to your future self. Same rule, same percentages. Completely different lifestyle at each level. The beauty is, it scales. If these numbers are clicking for you, hit that like button. It genuinely helps. Now let's address the elephant in the room. What if 50% isn't enough for your needs? If you're living in New York, San Francisco, or any major city in 2026, your rent alone might eat up more than 50%. Here's the secret. The percentages are a starting point, not a prison. You can adjust. 60-30-10 works if your needs run a bit high. 60 to needs, 30 to wants, 10 to savings. Not ideal, but realistic. 70-20-10 is for expensive cities or high-debt situations. 70% needs, 20 wants, 10 savings. The goal is to work back toward 50-30-20 over time. The point isn't perfection. The point is intentionality. Knowing where your money goes beats ignoring it entirely. Start where you are. Adjust as you grow. The percentages will shift as your income increases or your situation changes. So, let's bring it all together. The 50-30-20 rule, 50% to needs. Housing, utilities, groceries, transportation. 30% to wants, dining, entertainment, hobbies, guilt-free enjoyment. 20% to savings, emergency fund, retirement, and extra debt payoff. If 50% doesn't fit, adjust to 60-30-10 or 70-20-10. The key is having a plan and sticking to it. Your homework: calculate your take-home pay, multiply by 0.5, 0.3, 0.2. Those are your new spending limits. Simple. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more videos that make money actually make sense. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.